Hey, we are back, guys. Took a little break, and yeah, let's get back into it. We're gonna look for some fireflies. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? Not sure a dead plant would be able to attract any insects. Well, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw those dead plants out? Are you listening to me at all? Alright. Let's search at the clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues to its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the side. Let's make a yawn. 1, 2. Raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. Take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever. I'll go with that. Countdown 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at his hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, what? Are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Then let's keep looking. How about the radio? I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. At all. Like, totally. I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then act normal. What about these notes? Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. Thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This isn't your handwriting, is it? I gotta move my controller out of the way. Of course it's not. Shaky broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing, it's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. Hey, there we go. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. Yes, let's. How about in your toothpaste? I turn my eyes towards an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Alright, well let's look somewhere else. How about at your pills? I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I almost skipped my dosage for today. How reckless. I could have died. Calm down, you already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Of course not. It was what saved me. That's reasonable. I have a deep sigh. I heave a deep sigh. Come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly. Hooray. After circling around my head a couple times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Nice. Test it from here. Oh! We can. Okay. So escape only has the option to save your game. That's interesting. Let's look at this. Although, okay, I can't interact with it. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Yeah, I can agree with that. What is this? Not easy to get out of here. Look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years. It's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I'm here to listen to that. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they don't encourage me to use it. They actually encouraged me to do so. Sure, I spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. Yeah, you had amusing hobbies. Yeah, for real though. Yeah, I did before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Yes. Okay, I imagine. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to tell you something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. It's a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? Changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. Stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Alright. Finish searching? What? There's a lot more here to search. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. Hold up, I gotta go get my dog to shut its mouth. BRB. Alright, I'm back. My dogs were barking at a cat. Little butt heads. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Did you just fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to my senses. The It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now, I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something in your bag. Nah. My thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? Says searching here is meaningless. Okay. Okay. What about your diary? Oh, this is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll be good for a couple of years to come. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. Can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. You even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? You could ask your mom to get one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead, do you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're always also telling me to do one instead of another? So how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. You're a tough case, man. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? Now I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. Love to see it. Maybe next time. Sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. ... The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait... Open your eyes. No. Just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings. Nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're a smart one here. You tell me. Just don't close your eyes next time. What did you... Couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes now. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but just for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up in, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. I spend some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Whew. You alright? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. It gives me a prompt to stop, but I'm not gonna. We got like a million more things to look at here. I look down, my school bag worn down and silly. My school bag worn down and silly is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. That is cool. You're there, but I don't care. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I never. After all, you're not my pet. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore, alright? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, so I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? You think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, what did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes, the others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah, you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. And then what happened? I don't remember. And does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Yes. Good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts, and there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a sudden fit of anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You wouldn't get it. Look at your feet. Look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. You're doing a victory lap around the room. It flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. And that's exactly what happens after it gets inside. It buzzes for a while, and then goes silent. This one's kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. We have 4 more interactables, it seems. Except this, which I cannot interact with. Oh! What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. Only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in, and the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's continue searching. What are those? Ah, those? Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it! Are we continuing the search or what? Sure. And then, ooh, light bulbs. Are you serious? What? Think about it. Why would a firefly be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, if only they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. I look up towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What? What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yeah, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. You understand now? Yeah. That's your bad memories haunting you. I think that's all of these summa guns that we can clicky. Except this. Alright, let's finish searching. Oh, you found them all. Amazing. I guess. I managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Well, why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. Happiness is always about being positive, right? Don't think about it too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Go to the balcony and breathe in some air? Somehow these words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously stepped away from the balcony. I don't think that's a good idea. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, we could just stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm gonna go to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagine myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk. And yet what? You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill? Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. The day after tomorrow? And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Well, what's the favor? Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm almost scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Alright, I get it. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. Alright. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course. I always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? And one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room, and I couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yeah, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. I'm kind of scared of them, and I can't even argue with them. But today, yes, still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're listening, you know? Well, tell me with your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh! I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. It's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly to me. Oh, it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something really important. Boring! Fine. Close your eyes. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it before? Finally! I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around to see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? Boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. You have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that? None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? That's rude. Not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that, and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird. Constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, and silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. We're going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. Simply burst out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. He grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine. If not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me, and on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath of his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should have. After reaching the store's doors, we are greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. We had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way. They probably have special staff for this, someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. You joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. What's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned goods, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of this question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner does Tresca finally calm down. What was that? I got so scared. He said, "What? No, not again." Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey, you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is not saying that as well. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab the bag of milk and turn it around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment, then goes out. You know? Turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. I don't like where this is going, guys. It seems like you're not helping me at all. New, playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. So, one hell of a nightmare there, huh? Oh shit. Wow. That was cool. So we were wow, actually that was actually very cool. So we had met a boy. Ugh, that's creepy because that like makes me wonder. Huh. Alright, let me think for a second. That was cool as hell though. So at first I was wondering like if we were the victim of some sort of thing, but that's interesting. And then like the milk, with how we were choking on milk earlier. So we had met that boy, and I guess through the course of the night of meeting him, we ended up with the whole situation just over a bag of milk. And then, oof. What led him to like, so he killed himself, and that was why we were in game. LOL, LOL, YouTube. But I guess that's sort of what that was. We were on a bunch of pills because of that, and now we have fucking nightmares constantly. We relive it all the time. That took a different path than I had kind of expected, to be honest. In the sense that I thought it would be more of a paranormal game, but it's really more psychological. I will say, that was very good. I enjoyed that a lot. Kind of really sad, though. Like, it's about trauma. And, like, damn. I don't know, definitely one of the cooler visual novel style things I've played in a long time. Very interesting, pretty unique. I haven't seen a lot of stuff quite like this. I like the art style as well. I thought that was very nice. I wonder if there's like different endings and stuff. Or like a different path you could follow. I know they gave us the option to be like a complete dickhead. And I sort of accidentally a couple times, because I think of my nature as a person of being a little callous, was being a douchebag. And kind of reeled myself in when I realized, hey, the game is trying to like have some sort of empathy that I don't have. So, but yeah, that was super intriguing, and hopefully we can find some more bangers like this. I had never heard of this game before. I found it on Steam, and I bought it like, I think it was August, to start prepping for spooky season. And yeah, I'm glad I picked this one up, because holy shit, this was a very interesting and perplexing game. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I guess I'll see you in whatever we play next time. So peace. Bye.